on my dick.
Whoa. All right. Hey, everybody. Guess
Hi.
what? Hi. Hey, look at that cute guy over there. Hey.
Hey.
I missed your ugly ass. I'm not gonna lie. It's been like 9 days.
Yeah, it's been a while.
You gonna start singing Stained now? It's
Yeah.
been a while
Been a while
since anybody's listened to my fucking music. It's been a while.
Yeah, I miss your old skinny ass.
I'm working on that, man. It's getting skinnier. Watch out, world. Yeah, man. Hey, fuck it. I just got off of work. I actually sent my last customer to someone else, which is a big fucking no-no, but it's time to quit, so I did. Dude, I just have to say this. If you've had a long shift and it's a boring fucking day and you can't wait to be done, you got to do it again tomorrow. And of course, the good shit comes right at the end of your day. I don't know if it was going to be good or not, but in any case, she apologized 19 times in about two and a half minutes. And it was just a youngster out of the West Coast there. And she just kept apologizing. I was like, you know what? I don't usually do this, but I'm going to apologize because I'm going to get someone else for you. Bye-bye. Beep. Fuck out of here. Next. It's time versus money, my friends. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Life is about time versus money. And that little amount of money I was going to make ain't worth my fucking time. So, hey, let's have a fucking beer.
There you go. Hey, yeah, let's do it.
Or a canned Capri Sun.
So it's basically what it is. The only thing I can find in the fridge, it's Cali's. It's a White Claw hard seltzer. It's surf. It's not a regular White Claw. It tastes more like shit than normally. It's a watermelon lime smash. So let's get fucking smashed. Yeah. All right. Fucking woo.
Hey, we don't have enough watermelon to do the watermelon. We ain't got enough lime to do the lime. What do we do, boss?
Oh.
You make that piss over there.
Oh.
I love horses.
I love horses. Buttercup.
Oh yeah, we're quoting movies for those of you who can't. Like my mother said, this show doesn't make any fucking sense, so we're not going to try. But we do quote movies from time to time. That was a little half-baked for you fans out there.
Moms just don't understand.
Mom bought me that fucking movie, so she gets it.
Yeah.
Hey girl, you hungry?
Yeah, we can't finish the rest of that joke.
I will not finish the rest of it because we're not recording another fucking episode tonight.
What are you drinking? What is that orange can of beer?
Well, yeah, we talked about this before. It's Brawler, but I just love, like I said before, you got an old guy from Philly beating the shit out of a kangaroo with horns. I think it's a devil, but you know, I never know.
Yeah, kangaroos have horns, definitely. This tastes like pure fucking seagull piss. This is fucking awful. It's like, okay, so I drink White Claw from all the time, but you know, it's got waves on it. You know, it's supposed to be beachy. You know, you keep that beach bog going. You know, hydrate while you dehydrate, and then it says surf on it, and then watermelon lime smash. And nothing about this makes me want to go to the fucking beach. It makes me want to fucking go next to the beach and puke in a trash can.
Dude, the way you said smash reminded me of Wayne's World when Garth is talking to someone and he sees a hot chick and he goes, swing, 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 swing. Smash!
Smash!
Now we have the name of the episode.
I'm gonna smash this White Claw.
Bro!
Smash White Claw, smash the lady, smash, smash. That's what I'm gonna do. That's all I care about is pussy and kickflips. What's up?
You say pussy and kickflips?
Yeah, that's all.
Fucking great, man. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
That's fucking great. That sounds like the name of a really good restaurant. Pussy and kickflips.
Oh, why does it get worse? Oh, it tastes like a fruit salad and Splenda had a baby. Ugh.
Oh wow, that's disgusting. This tastes like I licked Philadelphia and liked it.
So anyway, what's the name of the show?
Oh yeah, this is the future.
Unfortunately,
you bet your fucking dirty boots.
You know, this whole the last like 5 minutes, I forgot we were recording.
I know, and the shit hasn't even kicked in yet. This is great.
But how you been, Tony? What's up?
I'm good, man. So for those of you that watch the show, well, we're a little late doing this episode because I went camping with my good friend there, Steph, who we talk about every week. Last week she was throwing up. This week we went camping. She makes it into our episodes. So in any case, we went camping, and I do have a legit camping story. I'll cut right down to the chase. We were camping we went out for 3 days, 2 nights. We're camping in upper, like northern Pennsylvania here at a state campground. And we're sitting there. We had our cooler closed. We were making our dinner. We were eating our dinner, that kind of thing. And it's dark as fuck outside. We got a campfire going and we got our back face to the road. So Steph and I are talking to each other. We're talking about cleaning up, putting everything away. And she just says to me, she just leans up and she's like, bear. And I was like, what? And she's like, there's a bear right behind you. And I was like, the fuck out of here. And so I just literally, it had to be 4 feet, brother. I mean it, because I'm right next to the picnic table in my own chair. And I look over and it's dark, but fucking A, that's a big goddamn bear. Not just a fucking black bear, my friend. You know the restaurant where you guys, anyway, and where he lives, there's a place called Black Bear Diner, and they have these wooden fucking bears. It was bigger than that. No shit. So in any case, I literally did one of these, saw the bear, no shit. And I saw the bear and I told her, I said, don't say a word, get up and walk the fuck out of here. And that's exactly what we did. We just walked, just left. Went to another campsite. Some people were hanging out. Just so happened it was a cool dude, some cool hippie dude in a Grateful Dead shirt. I was like, thank you, Jesus. So of course he would know what to do with a bear, right? Hey, brother. He's like, the savior. But anyway, so Steph freaked out. I mean, she's, you don't have bears in the suburbs of Philly very often.
Right.
So she's talking to this woman. She's like, oh my God. Oh. I'm like, all right. Well, she's over there doing that. I'm talking to this guy. I'm like, yeah, I got a big ass bear at my campsite. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go check on it. So I walked back over by myself, and I had to adjust my eyes because you got the campfire. I got my car right behind the bear, and I'm looking, and I was like, first it was like an optical illusion. I was like, is he on my car? I'm like, this is fucking bad if that's what's going on. I was like thinking great outdoors, with the fucking zag nut on the hood and shit. I'm like, I didn't fucking do this. But what we did have is that we had our marshmallows out. We had the cooler closed. I had sausages still on the grill. I mean, we're in the middle of fucking eating here,
Yeah.
So in any case, my man, that bear gets up on the fucking table. When I come back, he's on the table, on the big ass picnic table. He's got his back feet on the back, his abdomen is covering the table portion. His legs are on the one seat, and his fucking face and his claws. He's opened my cooler, opened it up. And you know how there's a little thing that holds the lid from falling over?
Yeah.
Right. He's literally doing this, jumping on my cooler lid, like, ha ha ha. And he's got his head. He's doing this. He's like, rah, 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 rah. He's just going to town, man. And I'm like, holy shit. I was like, that. I mean, he's up all on the table. All of him's on this table. And I was like, fuck, he looked really tall. And I was like, that's got to be, I don't know, 400 or 500 fucking pounds. How much these things weigh? Jesus Christ. He's just going to fucking town, man. So I go back to the hippie and I'm like, yeah, he's definitely tearing my shit up. And he's like, well, let's go over and have a look. So we're back over there and he's like, hey man, I read in a book that if you do your car alarm, they might go away. And I was like, okay. So I start hitting the fucking panic button on the car, and my man didn't move. He's just like, oh, more food. He fucking went to town, man. So I just kept honking it. And meanwhile, on another campsite, I'm pretty sure that these people were living in a van, which is fine. But anyway, I hear him, and they turn on these big headlamps and stuff, and they start rustling, like they're coming this way. And the bear, I'm like hitting that fucking thing. And the bear's like starting to he's like, all right, I think I'm out of food. I'm going to bail. The bear's like, I'm out of here. And these people, I can see their flashlights coming through the bushes, headed towards the bear. And I was like, stop. He's coming your way. He's gonna come your way. He's gonna go right through that right through them bushes. And 2 seconds later, he's just like, and he starts tearing through like remember Jurassic Park with the raptors and shit? Oh, the bushes are shaking. That's what he did. And he went right at them. He went right fucking at those people. And I was like, he's coming your way. And they're like, and this guy, he literally says, I got a knife. I'm fucking ready. And I was like, God damn it. Shit. He's going to get killed. Yeah. And no shit. The bear knows his neighborhood. Gone. Just poof. Gone. In the middle of a fucking campsite, he's gone. So then by that time, I was like, all right, everybody, let's check out the damage. So we go back to the campsite. He wasn't on my car at all. It was just an optical illusion. He was just fucking up my cooler. Yeah. So it was cool though, because this guy, after that, I went to the bathroom and read the bear literature, because there's plenty of bear literature. Now I'm reading it. I'm like, oh, all right, yeah, it's fucking.
Now you read it. Now you read it.
Oh, so that's why they have bolts in the fucking dumpster, and that's why there's a pole to hang your trash. They really get bears here every fucking day.
Yeah.
So long story short, my man knows his neighborhood, like I said. He was so polite that he didn't even scratch my cooler. He just stuck his claw right in the middle. He knew where it was, and pop, just open it up. He only broke the lid because he had to. He weighed over 400 fucking pounds. He's gonna smash the lid. My man ate the graham crackers, the marshmallows, the veggie tray, and the tray. This is what blew my mind. He ate the fucking garbage. All the garbage. All of it. It's gone. I mean, there was a little bit of plastic. He just fucking ate it all. I couldn't fucking believe it. Who eats trash? This guy. This bear eats trash. He bit into the cooler packs, the ice packs, bit into them, teeth marks. I was just like, holy shit, this is fucking awesome. We survived a goddamn bear visit. It wasn't an attack.
Yeah.
It was a visit.
A bear dinner.
It was fucking great, man. And I was like, oh, I'm going to trash the cooler. And then I'm like, wait a minute. I can fix this. This thing's got personality. It's got a fucking story.
Yeah.
And so that's what happened. But what do you think everyone asked me? Did you get a picture? No! Who's got time for night sight in a fucking situation like that? I didn't have my phone on me. I kind of wish I did.
Most people would do, right, Tony? That's pretty indicative of our culture nowadays. It's like, pull out the phone. There's a fucking 1,000-pound animal over there. Let's take a picture of it. You know?
Yeah, let's just get its attention and piss it off a little bit more. Like it does say on the literature, don't get between a bear and its cubs and a bear and its meal. And when he showed up, that was no longer our meal. That was his meal. He took the fuck over, just like prison. And I was like, okay, buddy, you win.
Was it a black bear?
Definitely a black bear, 100%.
They say, like, there's a little saying, brown bear, stay down, black bear, fight back.
So you're saying I should have boxed the fucker for my marshmallows? I knew it. I know I should have done it.
You know, I don't know anything. All I know is that is a saying, and black bears are more afraid of you than you are afraid. Like they're kind of like you know how like a bee really only stings you if you
you piss him off, he's gonna fight you.
Or if you scare it, you know, it's like that's kind of how a black bear is.
Right, but a grizzly will fuck you up.
Yeah, they will fucking murder you. If it even just sees you, it's gonna fucking kill you. But yeah, you could, because black bears are found in like small towns and like little cities and stuff. Sure. I saw a black bear a couple of weeks ago. It was at Callie's dad's house, roaming around on the harbor. Nice.
It's just it was rad as fuck because it came within 4 feet of me. It was just like shit. That's
the bear.
Yeah, she's like, it's a bear. I was like, let's. So now the joke is, what do you do when a bear shows up? Go the fuck away. That's what you do. You leave. It's not your campsite anymore. He moved in.
And see, that's the thing. Like brown bear get down, black bear fight back. I don't know. Fighting back with a black bear. You guys did the right thing. What are you gonna do? Ah! And it's gonna just go roar and just fucking just fucking.
The only way I would have been happy if he was, the only thing that would have been cool is if like 10 minutes later someone comes to our campsite and they see me, Steph, and the bear all roasting marshmallows. Now that would have been an ideal situation. I just don't think he would have been down for that. Maybe he doesn't like his food heated. So I just didn't bother. I should have asked, but I didn't. but we did survive. And I wanted to sleep with the fucking hatch open because it was hot, but we were fucking scared shitless the rest of the night. So we didn't. And then she went to the bathroom at one point and she's like, I think I might have pissed on a tapestry or something because I didn't get too far from the tent. Piss on whatever you want. I'm going to wash it anyway. But I was like, I did open the lid at like 4 a.m. I was like, we're just going to have to die. It's too fucking hot in here. And yeah, we risked it. But now, like, I actually do want to go camping again, like pretty quickly. I want to go camping. But the thing is like, we really were aware and we really were trying to keep the shit in the cooler. You know, we there was stuff out. Fuckers smelt it, came for it. But that's like the hippie dude said, he's like, this is what they do. They live here. This is how they eat. You know, he's like, he's domesticated. You could probably have a fucking beer with the guy. You know, I mean,
you could probably.
I don't know if it was a guy or a girl. I don't want to be, you know, whatever that is, but.
Yeah. Let's not get us canceled over, bear gender.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna go. Yep, no jokes about nothing. Yep.
Pretty sure we can make.
Thanks, gang.
Pretty sure we can make a joke about a bear, a literal bear, not even a human one.
Yep. It's a fire. Yep.
You could have probably fed that bear out of your hand. I bet.
Well, he probably would have eaten my fucking hand. That's what I didn't want.
Yeah, but it still would have ate the food though. So technically.
Yeah, not hip to that at all. No, I did exactly what the fuck I thought I should have done. I left and then I came back. That's it. I was smart about it. He wasn't interested in us. If he was interested in us, I'd still be running through the woods.
Oh, this tastes like fucking Jimmy Buffett's piss.
Well, you'd know. I've seen pictures.
That's crazy, man. When you said that, like the first part of your story, I don't know if you realized, but I was just like,
oh, I know. It's the first 2 minutes are the best part. And then you're like, oh, you survived? That sucks. But whatever.
oh, it's not bad. It's not that interesting.
Do you have both legs? Fuck you. We wanted to call you old 1.5.
You had your own documentary on Netflix, Tony, but no, you had to go and survive.
Well, I didn't film it, so I'm a fucking loser. There goes all my TikTok views. Stupid. Stupid.
Stupid.
You know what's fun about not filming it? Just living the fucking experience.
Yeah, like a human.
Yeah, it's fine. It's out there, kids. It really is. And now what is it? I read today, be like, some young kid, some TikToker got advice from a boomer on relationships. And he was asking this chick, well, you know, we're really used to text messaging and how should we handle if someone doesn't respond via text? And she was like, listen, Einstein, this is how it works. If someone spends their time with you, that means they want to spend their time with you. If they don't, then they don't. It's real fucking easy. And if they're over 40 and don't answer your fucking text, it's probably because they're used to writing letters to grandma. So they don't fucking care about a stupid text message.
Yep.
Sorry, kids. We don't all have to jump on fucking board. Plus, most people who are texting for a living look fucking miserable. No offense, but I'm not interested in that shit. I'm going to do it my way. You guys do it your way. But I didn't film the fucking bear. I have it right up here. It was fun as hell. And if it happened again, I'll probably get murdered. So whatever. I won't film that either.
It's pretty cool though, man, if you die from a bear attack.
You ever seen the movie Legends of the Fall? Brad Pitt?
Yeah, I think so.
My man fought a bear. And and again later in life, he died fighting another bear. So it's fucking awesome. And I just love that. Like at the end of the movie, it was like Tristan and the bear became one. Like, no, Tristan fucking died. That's what happened. He died real fucking bad too. Like, he stabbed that bear in the tummy, and then the bear ate his fucking skull. Okay, bears eat trash; they'll eat your dome.
Do you ever see that comedy, Grizzly Man?
Fuck, no, I didn't, but I have heard of it.
So, that's a funny movie, especially.
Who's in it?
No, it's like a documentary.
Oh,
it's about this guy that goes
it's
really lives with the fucking like grizzly bears, and he actually lives with them for a while, and then
they kill him.
No spoilers, but I'm pretty sure everyone could guess what happened.
If a documentary like that comes to an end,
let's just say Bears will be bears.
But they're very sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck me.
But yeah, and yeah, I always say that's the best comedy of that year. You know what I'm saying? Real
I
funny.
gotta watch it now. I'm gonna watch that shit. That sounds great. You gotta remind me. What's it? Say it one more time in case the fans want to know.
Grizzly Man, I think it's called.
Grizzly Man. All right. Well,
Man,
for all the cats and kittens that listen, if you're interested, that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was there was other shit that happened, but that was the main event. That was a lot of fun. And I showed Steph that you can actually ride the swings in the rain while drinking a beer. So if we talk about, and you don't have to put it on TikTok either, you can just do it. I don't know if you guys knew that, but you can just do it. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, just having fun without even fucking. I don't think I knew where my phone was. Isn't that crazy? Fucking nuts. But yeah, it was a good time. Went through the states, Massachusetts, New York, fucking couple other ones. I wasn't paying attention. Good time. I will say this, man. There's no point in going to any freaking waterfalls in New York.
Why is there none? Or is there any?
Oh, there's plenty. Along with all the fucking people who live in New York.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, I've just never seen so many people hanging out like it's a public fucking pool. I mean, pictures don't look good when everyone else is in them. It just doesn't. It's like, I was like, this is a waterfall, but it's not peaceful. You ever been somewhere that's supposed to be peaceful and it's not? It's like fucking, it's like having a camp out at a fucking bus station. Doesn't make any sense.
I've done that.
I bet you have. Anyway, how was your week, dude? Before you throw up on yourself.
Well, I worked from Monday till Thursday, and I'll be honest with you, man. This was a rough week at work.
Did you get pregnant? What happened?
All right, so I'll tell you this whole story. It's a bit long-ish.
All right, let me sit Indian style. All right, I'm ready.
The whole city of Portland, there's just a really not great homeless situation going on in Portland.
Yeah,
crime has gotten worse and that sort of thing. It's not good right now. And where I work is kind of a mecca for that. But it's also gotten really bad in a lot of different neighborhoods in Portland. So this is what has been happening. In the last 2 weeks, someone has been taking shits, human shits, on our front door. Like, there is a serial shitter in Portland in our neighborhood. Someone has been dumping trash on our back door, and guess who has to clean it up? Yeah, me and the other employees. We had to clean this shit up. We got to get pressure washers. We got to get all sorts. Like, it's been really crazy because, like, we call the city, non-emergency, the cops. They don't
care.
Shit.
They don't care.
Non-emergency hung up on our owner. They're like, told them the whole story, and the non-emergency guys, oh, hold on a second, and just hung up. Just, they do not give a shit. So basically, I won't go into detail, but like, we've had it's been really tough because we've been having to clean a lot of shit up. And
fucking nasty.
Yeah, it's just like, hate to bring the bear story down, but
no, tell it. I want to hear this shit. I'm considering moving back. I'm wondering why the rents are so fucking high when there's shit on the streets. But go ahead.
I'm trying to tell this story in a non-gross way. This is just like,
you know what show this is? What are you doing?
So
more fecal matter.
So 3 times there's been piles of human, shit, and I need to go into a little more detail. The homeless nowadays aren't just like the homeless people that you would see like 10, 15 years ago, where you just see a person pushing a cart with cans, and you'd talk to them and maybe even give them a couple dollars or something, like I had a few friends that I spent many days in Portland when I first moved here, wandering around, Like even when you lived here, there'd be a time when you were at the apartment and I was walking around drinking a bottle of beer with a fucking homeless dude. He was just some old man, cool as shit. Kind of show me around town. I'm like, I've been here before, but you can talk to me. That's fine.
Right.
And it's a new breed. It's a new breed. It's like face tattoos and machetes. There's a different kind of meth nowadays where it's like this fucking super meth. A lot of people have been talking about it, where it's just like, it's not just fucking normal meth. It's fucking, it's got a little more kick to it. It's got a little more pizzazz, a little more like cayenne pepper in this meth, you know? And people have just been going just fucking insane. Like a couple months ago, that they're on the corner in front of my work, there was just a guy with a machete out running around in the street. We called the cops. Cops didn't do anything to him. The cops left before he did. They don't care. And that's the real problem, is like the city, the police, no one gives a shit. So it's like you just kind of have to like do things on your own, you know? So what happened was, this is the main part of the story anyways. We cleaned that one pile up, and then in the pile was whoever did it left their sweatshirt, and it was kind of on the pile, and that was kind of used to clean it up and then put in a bag and then put in a dumpster. And so a homeless guy, went rifling through the dumpster, found the sweatshirt, he put it on, and came in the bar.
The fuck?
We immediately kicked him the fuck out. Where I work is a great place. It's just Portland is insane. So do not judge the place I work. Portland, the city, the problems that we have are the problem, not my work. I just want to say that.
Right.
So he comes in, we kick him the fuck out instantly. Like it is like he is in the building for maybe 8 to 10 seconds, you know. We get him outside, me and another person, we get him outside, and then I realize that's the sweatshirt. We all kind of collectively in our heads at the same time are like, he's wearing the fucking sweatshirt. Like we're like, you know, like, and then, but then we think about the psychological, like what he's thinking, like he's doing it on purpose, right? He's trying to fuck with us. He knows he's wearing a shit covered sweatshirt. So what he does is he goes like this. He looks at us in the eyes, and we're about 6 feet away. We're not trying to get too close to him. 6 to 8 feet away. He goes like this, looks us in our eyes and goes, and then wipes it on the business next to us on the outside wall. Just, and then we're like, no. And then like someone comes out with a baseball bat, and we chase him out. We chase him out. And we chase him to the alley, and he runs down the street. And as we're doing that, we look to our right, and there's these two like junkies with tin foil and hot heroin running down it. And then the other one has a syringe, and they're looking at us like we just caught them with their like, you know, hands in the cookie jar. It was kind of a funny look because they were like, and we're like,
awkward.
we had a bad day, and they're leaning against the building. It's not a good look, right? And so we're just like, we just like, you guys need to get the fuck out of here. Like, and then some other people are like, we're coming back, you know, because we're trying to take our block back. We're not trying to be mean to people that are less fortunate than us. So no one think that. We're just, it's a bad situation. The city, the cops don't do anything. And so we're not going to hurt anyone, but we're trying to scare people away, right?
Right.
We're not wanting people, you know, and like everyone you know, people are experiencing hard times, especially on the streets. I'm not judging you. I don't hate you. I just, you know, no matter how much anyone wants to say, appearances matter, and it matters for the business, and we don't want that next to our business. So some people go into the business and they come out, and the guy's like, you don't have to, and I stay there. The guy's like, you don't have to threaten us. I'm like, listen, I'm not threatening you, but I will say this. Nothing good is coming for you. So if I were you, I would get the fuck out of here. And he was like, just man, don't threaten us. I'm like, I'm not. I'm saying bad things are coming for you if you don't leave. And then about 10 seconds later, half the bar came out. Like, get out of here. And I'm like, see, I told you, nothing good was coming. You got the whole bar out here. We chased them away, and I don't know. Had a decent week besides that, except Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. No more shit, but had been cleaning up trash and that sort of thing. So I do want to repeat myself, like, please don't think differently of my bar, place I work, or us, just because, you know, people think differently nowadays, and we are just trying to take our block and business back, and it's a great place to be. I love it. It's just this city has some issues right now, and it's going through some changes, and we're trying to roll with it. And a lot of places in this town are having the same and similar issues. It's pretty nuts. So that's what I've had to deal with this week.
Well, I'm no fucking elected official, but it sounds to me like y'all need to stop paying your fucking taxes.
Maybe.
Yep. Because those asshole cops can't hang up on you if they don't have a fucking job. Without any money, they don't have a job. And if they're not going to do it, then fuck them. They had a riot in their fucking town. They're mad. They're tired. They're pissed off, and they don't want to do their job anymore. Well, guess what? Your job is to defend the fucking city. You work for the taxpayers. Those people who pay taxes own businesses. You don't do your fucking job, this happens. That's how this works. Turns into fucking Gotham City. It's not the criminal's fault. It's really not. If there's no cops and your job is a criminal, you're going to go fucking ape shit. You're going to go on like it's Black Friday, baby. Sales all day. You're going to go do your fucking job. You're a criminal. You're going to shit. You're going to do what you want because no one's going to stop you. And that's how Portland is. I was there twice since this shit went down. I don't live there right now, but I have enough to say there ain't nothing out there that's going to make you feel safe. That's it. You go fucking armed. Because everyone has a fucking attitude there too. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but everyone thinks that their fucking attitude, don't do this to me. Calm the fuck down, everybody. Calm down. We got to live a little bit longer. We can't act like we're going to fucking fight for today. It doesn't make any sense. If your fucking cops aren't taking care of you, don't fucking support them. Fuck them. Don't give them any money. Fuck you. If I don't do my job, you shouldn't pay me for it. That's stupid. If you're walking around and you don't feel safe and you've got cops sitting in a police station not reporting, that's crazy. That's literally nuts. All they have to do is just patrol. Someone taking a shit on a doorstep isn't going to do it if they see a fucking cop pointing a spotlight at them. Don't get out of the car if you don't want to get out. Just be present. Yeah,
it's like at least do a form of what we did is scare them away. Like we're obviously not gonna hurt them, but we are gonna try to be big and like.
But you shouldn't have to do that. And if you did end up hurting someone, if something stupid happened, you guys go to fucking jail because that's how the world works now.
Yep.
You're already the assholes. Before you even started talking, you guys, whoever is assholes, people who are homeless, I get it. I totally get it. Not here to I'm just saying, if you pay taxes, there should be cops protecting your businesses, protecting your homes, making you feel safe. And that way, those people who want to do stupid shit, tone it down. That's all there is to it. You just got to keep them in check. I'm not telling you you don't want to make arrests because you had fucking kids throwing rocks at you for 6 months, calling you pigs and shit, making your job hard. I get it. I don't get it, but I'm listening. Right. So this is nonsense. This is fucking crazy.
It's like
how the fuck are you charging $2,000 for a fucking studio apartment? How the fuck are you doing that? Fix it. Because if it's gonna be that bad, I'm coming. I am coming. I'm coming with just like Batman, baby. I have all kinds of cool toys on me and shit, ready to wrangle your ass up, tie you up, beat you up with a fucking yo-yo, whatever I have to do. But I'm paying $500 a month, goddammit. That's all there is to it. And I want a nice fucking apartment for $500 too, with covered parking, because I'm keeping my fucking catalytic converter. That's all there is to it. You ain't steal. That's the one thing Alex didn't mention. All the goddamn car theft in that fucking town. They got every abandoned road is full of the cars that you're missing. catalytic converters. People are spray painting on their catalytic converter. Get a job. Jesus Christ. Who's got time to climb under their car in their fucking downtime and paint that on a car? I mean, this is crazy to me. What the fuck is going on?
They steal a catalytic converter and they sell it to like a chop shop and like on the edge of town.
For the rare metals, yeah.
They're not like, they're getting like they're like $10 for like a cat, you know, like it's not like it's big money. If you could get like, you get like $500 for a catalytic converter, fucking sign me up, pal. I'll fucking do it.
I'm just saying. Well, I miss the old days in Portland when they used to steal the fucking guardrails. That just made more sense to me. You know, you get more money per foot. And no one really needs a guardrail, but you need a catalytic converter. You just do. Yeah. So it's just, and my thing is, I mean, it's got to be, I mean, labor intensive, both of them are, but I feel like removing, you know, you get your friends out there, you rally, you can get a couple of fucking miles of guardrail. But Jesus Christ, all that sawzall you got to do just to get off one catalytic converter for $5 just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, you know, what are we doing here? I don't get it. Even as a criminal, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Whatever, you know, just stop paying taxes. Fuck them.
My neighbor, who was my good friend, she had her catalytic converter stolen, and like 2 months later, she had her car stolen in our driveway. So you know, it's I don't know. It's fucking place, man. Sometimes,
and it stems from them not feeling like they have anything to worry about. There's no cops on the streets. It's a fucking free for all.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many movies are out there? Isn't it Batman? Every Batman movie, the criminals reign free, and that's why Batman's there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's like a Die Hard movie where the kid's like, take a look around, man. There's no kids anywhere. You could rob City Hall. Like, that's fucking Portland. They're like, hi, I'm being murdered. Beep. But what the fuck? Okay, it's like I'm doing fingers into the eyes.
Yeah, like a beer rep came into our work, like, you know, someone that works with one of the beer companies that we buy from, and we kind of told her what was going on. She's like, yeah, I had a naked man running around in my yard, and I was inside the house and I saw him. He was naked looking in my windows, so I called 911. They put me on hold for 5 minutes. She's like, 911 put me on hold for not 5 minutes. 911 puts you on hold? You could be dead in 5 minutes.
Well, I would suppose. I'm sure, well, you know what we need to do, Alex? We need to bring on a guest from your local community, your emergency community, so we can do an interview. I'm sure they'd have a hoot. But in any case, I think what's going on here is that everyone's calling in, but no one's going out and answer the fucking calls. So that's why they're busy. They're like, hang on, we got a fucking 5-hour backup here. I can answer you, but I'm not going to send you any help.
There is a loophole, though. She said that they did finally, you know, take her off hold, and the police did come. And I heard from another person I work with, and he was like, I've talked to a cop, and there's a reason why that the cops showed up so quickly to that in particular 911 calls, because if someone is naked, if like the criminal or perpetrator or whatever is naked, they have to come. The police have to come. If they have a weapon, they have to come. Those are like the two things that like are like the cops have to drop what they're doing. But if this is just some homeless drug addict doing drugs and being homeless in front of your business, they're just like, maybe we'll get to it. Priorities, you know, it's way down the list. But if you're naked or you have a weapon, that's when you go, there's a naked man, hurry up, and they drop what they're doing and come. A cop has told a person I work with that. A cop himself, out of his mouth, said that.
Whatever. I think I need to move out there and become a cop, because it's like I have to work very fucking hard.
Yeah, you don't have to do fucking shit.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got to take a shit. It's going to take 5 hours, and I only work for 6. So good luck.
But,
that's a bummer, man. But I mean, it's really fucking, like, if I was listening to this episode, I'd be like, wow, like, what a fucking ride this shit. We're talking about bears, and now we're talking about, goddamn, we got some good content. I'm just saying, Like it's just two,
Yeah.
we're just two shitheads living like every other bag of assholes out there. And every week we come up with something. I'm just honestly, it's not always amazing. I'm not saying anyone else's life doesn't have this shit going on, but we're not farming for material here. That's fucking legit. That's like 45 minutes of fucking human nonsense we're talking about. It's fucking great. I'm glad you live where you live. Thanks for going through it, Alex. Those likes are going right through the roof.
Right. Well, before we get to the music, I wanted to say on the brighter end of things, I'm going to see John Mulaney tonight, so that's pretty cool.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Oh man, have a great fucking time.
I didn't know I was going to go see him until like 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock this afternoon, so that's pretty cool.
Nice, man. Right on. That'll be. I hope you have a good time.
Yeah. A friend. I think it'll be fun.
Is he selling out stadiums or what's how big is he?
He's at the Moda Center.
Fuck. Right on, man.
I don't know
I hope people shut up for you so you can hear him.
Yeah. I don't know where we're sitting or what. Callie had a friend that had 2 extra tickets, so we bought them from her, and now we're going.
Right on, man. Right on. That's great. I hope you have a good time.
Yeah. It should be fun. I like John Mulaney. I think he's funny.
Well, hopefully no one takes a shit on the stage before he gets up there.
You know, that would be. I mean, that would be kind of funny. This could happen like live, you know, like just. Hey, John, you got any TV?
Shit, if I move out there, man, I'm gonna put signs in my yard that say live Claymores. And those signs are gonna be there because I'm gonna plant live Claymores. That makes sense.
I'm gonna put bombs in the ground.
Face toward enemy. Okay. What's this? It's a big bag of marbles. Shake it. Look at that, everybody. People pieces. No more. There's poop on the lawn, but it won't be from this guy anymore. Anyway, we've talked about some fucking like we started out with some like kind of like, you know, pretty like fun, crazy bear shit, but now we got into some kind of some hood shit, which is appropriate because this week we listen to fucking Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
So this shit fits, goddammit. People shit. Cops not giving a fuck. This is great. This is Wu-Tang, baby. I love it. So yeah, this week we're rolling right into the goddamn music. This week we covered Wu-Tang's 36 Chambers. Seriously, one of my favorite rap albums of all time. I listened to it the last 3 days, just like in the gym, wherever. I just fucking love this record. I really do. Big fan. There's funny. Even I'm not crazy about like in albums, I just like the music, but in a lot of hip hop albums, they do a lot of like whatever you call them, like inserts, clips, whatever you call. What would you say?
Like skits. Like
skits, yeah, things like that. Well, the one anyway, but love this record. So glad we're talking about it. It's got a little bit of history for me. How about you, man? Did you enjoy it?
Oh yeah, it's a you know, it's one of those classic albums.
Classic. Fuck yeah, like Elton John, baby.
Totally. It's classic. I mean, Wu-Tang is one of those groups that when it comes to rap and hip hop and stuff, it's just they're like, you know, they're like almost like the backbone. They're the heartbeat. I mean, is really what I mean. It's like they're like the center. Like people, you know, think of like, you know, the classics, you know, like Biggie and Ice Cube and Snoop Dogg and all the like, but then like you gotta like they're old school. It's not just one of them. There's like it's a group.
There's
it's
9.
Real fucking like a hip hop group. There's like multiple people, and they all have their role, and it's fucking awesome. They're like, and this album I think is definitely it's like their essential. It's their
it's their standard. Like that's their go-to right there. It's got the cream on it. It's killer, great fucking tracks. But I go to say this: if you've listened to the album recently, obviously one of the skits that they do, if you will, is that they're talking to a radio. They're being interviewed at a radio station, and they say they're like, listen, they're like, we're not in this for the short term. We're fucking long haul. We want to turn this shit into an industry. We want something for our families, for our kids. We want to be around. And I got to tell you, man, like I've seen them twice in the last, it's been like 3 or 4 years now. It doesn't matter. But when they got back together in the last 5 years, they weren't fucking around. Like they really are. They like as an example, Old Dirty Bastard. He's passed away a long time ago. His son sounds and looks just like him. He's in Wu-Tang. He does his dad's lyrics. That's what he does. So it's funny to hear them say, we want to make this, we want to just continue. They said this shit 30, 40 years ago on this album, and they literally did it. And to your point, Biggie, well, a lot of those guys are gone anyway, but a lot of hip hop artists aren't around anymore, aren't doing more rap records. They're not. Wu-Tang still literally tours. I have their newest record on vinyl. Like they still got it. I still love their shit. I mean, it's not 36 Chambers, but hey man, that first one was that. I mean, I was 16 when I heard like oh, I'm gonna give it to you with no trivia. We're like cocaine straight from Bolivia. There was no fucking internet, okay? There was nothing. It was CDs and fucking giant speakers in the back of fucking Honda Civics and shit. That was it. Your grandma's Chrysler. Like we were skateboarding and bumping this shit in parking lots. And it was great because it was fuck you music. And I lived in a town that was covered in white people. Grand Forks, North Dakota. This shit fucked them up. It was fantastic. Do you know how much fun it is to be blaring this shit in a parking lot at 3 PM with a bunch of banks around you and all these people here? Oh, I'm gonna sew your fucking asshole closed and keep feeding you. I mean, we cranked that shit up. This was great. I'm a kid. Fuck you, rebellion music. It's fantastic, clever, funny. We didn't even know how good they were. Like we didn't know shit, but we knew it was good. We knew it was real fucking good. And now, even now, when I listen to Cream, like Cash rules everything around me. I fucking love those lyrics, man. I just love this shit. I would hug that cocksucking record if I could, man. Great album.
Wu-Tang taught me how to, they taught me how to protect my neck. You know what I'm saying? You gotta protect.
So last night, well, my friend who watches the show, his name's Brian. He sent me the clip of Tom Segura talking about the Wu-Tang bit that you already know, right? I never seen it. I didn't see Tom Segura's one of his newer specials is called Ball Hog, and in there he has a joke about a girl he knew that wanted to suck off all of Wu-Tang, and so he has a joke about it. And I'm not going to ruin it for you. Look it up. But in any case, he has a beautiful way of tying it all together. At the end, it's a beautiful Wu-Tang fucking joke. It's classic. But he sent it to me and I laughed my ass off. I thought it was really funny. But Homegirl does suck all 9 dicks. That's pretty crazy. But that's Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang, sucking dicks. It's great.
Do you think they'll let me? Oh, I bet you they will.
I asked her, I said, if you could go back and do anything different, what would you do? She said, I'd skip lunch. It's fucking great, man. Funny shit. But Wu-Tang just comes up. It's one of those things like, my parents don't have any rebellious hip hop music that they can say, hey, we listen to this shit to say fuck you to society. We knew, that wasn't there. It was Steely Dan was rebellious music. So being a kid in the 90s, you had this. And if you were skateboarding, this was one of the first bands that I know about that kind of like showed skateboarding. The hell, there was Wu-Tang skate decks from maybe I'm crazy, but I swear to God there was. They just fucking jumped from, it was all over the place. You go to skate comps and hear Wu-Tang and then you hear fucking No Effects. I mean, it was right there. It blended in so well. So many suburban kids grabbed the hold of this fucking record and were just like, yes. And I think that they were one of the first people that had kids going. And this is back when those CDs said parental advisory. And it meant something back then. No shit. You really couldn't just go pick up this fucking CD, man. You had to get mom to do it. And I have a mother who was cool as fuck and would definitely buy those. I'd be like, this one. And I'd even give her the money. She wouldn't take it. But like, I'll fucking pay for it. I don't care. I mean, I stole it, but here's the money out of your purse. Just kidding. But in any case.
Oh, you paid somebody.
Right, exactly. But in any case, like, I loved this album. Takes me back to those days. to stupid Jinko jeans, to when
Hell.
shopping malls meant something, to when
Yeah.
kids would ride their fucking skateboard in the shopping mall and some overweight mall cop would chase them down. And you'd go into a CD store and they'd have this stupid frame on the CD is a fucking like this long, so you couldn't do anything with it. Just stupid shit. Whenever I hear this fucking CD, I just think of that. I think about all that. I think about driving a piece of shit Pontiac and having a giant boombox in the back, playing this on my CD player so fucking loud that the trunk blew open, pulled the D-ring off. I couldn't even close the fucker. It just bounced down the road. And I had some hillbilly weld it back on with a can of beer in one hand and some Coke in the other. Just it's like, how much gas is in the tank? Every time I hear this CD, I just think about the chaos and the beauty that was the 90s. And I love it. So yeah, anyway, obviously I'm ranting, but goddamn, great album. Any favorite tracks? Anything that jumps out at you?
Hey man, there's a lot of good shit on here. Protect Your Neck. That's good. It's fucking Cream on here. It's got two versions of Cream. It's two Cream songs.
Yeah, fucking Spotify can't just give you the album. They got to give you all the extras. Well, sorry, you're on Apple Music, but anyway, these streaming services can't just give you the regular album. They're like, here's the extras. Like, yeah.
And shame on a word. That's a great
run game on a fuck your ass up too.
Wu-Tang in the Seventh Chamber, Cream.
Couldn't see me with a pair of bifocals. The lyrics are so fucking good in there. Oh my god! Like you hear like Method Man, like the lyrics are amazing and they're clear as fuck. They're not auto-tuned. They're not muffled. They're not mumbled. It's just fuck. They sat there with a notepad, like just on their block or whatever, just writing this shit out, going down there and fucking just ripping it apart. God,
dude, this album is like, it's like if you had to have 10 albums, this one should be in there. If you had to have 10 records, you know?
Yeah, man. I have 100%. Even and one other thing I like about this album is like, you like any good album, it's got highs and lows. It's got a rhythm, right? It's got a flow. And like we said, this shit's got skits in it. So that would kind of like, it tend to fuck up that flow of just steady music. Somehow they pulled it the fuck off. And even at one point, I always like this one. Can it be all so simple? When they sample that, when that girl's like, can it be all so simple? It's like, god damn, this is good, man. Fuck. Come into my house and slap me around. This is fantastic. Fuck yes. Where is this shit? I know it's out there, but this shit started something for people. This is why you have Kendrick. This is why you have other people out there now, because they went and they heard this shit and they were like, I'm inspired. I'm gonna write a fucking rap album. This is really fucking good. 9 different people coming together. And then which one is Old Dirty Bastard has one, like they all kind of have
like their song.
Yeah, it seems like, I mean, they all jump in. I mean, look at like any of them, they're all kind of on each one, but like Method Man has his own. Method Man really stands out in Cream, but you've also got Raekwon and Spec. They all kind of jump in, I guess, but you can tell that they write their own lyrics. And then they just came in with their lyrics. But to imagine 9 different people all writing lyrics, putting it on one album and having them rap in the same songs, but each writing their own shit, not writing it necessarily together, saying you write your shit, I'm gonna throw my shit on top of it. That's something that maybe I don't know a lot of hip hop now, but I'm telling you, I don't know how many people pulled that off.
It's cool. I mean, like there's groups, like Public Enemy, NWA, and it's like, I feel like, Wu-Tang is kind of like one of those out of the 3 and out of like hip hop, rap groups like that. It's kind of like they stand alone. They're in their own league. They wrote their own book.
Right. And I'm going to give them a little more props because I did see them live. First of all, I saw them live with the driest eyes I've ever had. I mean, for fuck's sake, the pot smoke was insane. I say pot like I'm a 60-year-old hippie, but Jesus Christ. that was insane. But what I will get, one thing I'll give, they were fantastic on stage. Seriously, I saw them at the old Electric Factory in Philly. I'm always going to brag about that. That's a great place to see hip hop. That's where the Beastie Boys fucking were known to hang out. Anyway, but when I saw them at Desert Days, there's a band out there called Krungbin. They're coming up. They're really good. Check them out. I think maybe anyway. They were on the same set. They worked together. They decided to bring Krungbin out and mix it up with Wu-Tang, and that was the closing set of the third night of Desert Days, the last time when I went to that. And to be, you know, in your 50s, whatever it is, and just be like, hey, we got a new band over here, but it's an instrumental group. We're going to bring them on stage and we're going to jam our shit with these cats just to figure, I don't know. I love that shit. Just to be like, I've seen not just hip hop acts, we've seen bands that just kind of do their job. You can tell they're doing their job and they go the fuck home. But these guys, that when I saw them, they weren't doing that. Both times they weren't doing their job. They were having a good fucking time doing it. It was great. So not just a great album, a lot of respect for this fucking band. They came up, I mean, shit, listen to, I don't think they're bullshitting with any of their lyrics. Even in their little skits when like people are getting shot and whatnot. I mean, I'm at the gym and I'm like, pop, pop, pop. And I'm like, oh, it's okay. It's on my headphones. It's on my headphones. But it's like, this is fucking great. It's raw. Raw is the word. But that one of my favorite lyrics that jumps out is that, oh, I'm gonna give it to you with no trivia. Well, like, I love that fucking lyric, the way that sounds. Like, that's how I want to answer the phone every time someone calls in. They're like, hi, I would like to buy a phone. Oh, I'm gonna give it to you with no trivia. I'm like, ah, click, they hang up. Like, yes, fuck you.
There's one lyric on that album that I don't know what song, I don't remember what song, but or even who does it, but it's just it's stuck in my head, and I don't know why. Maybe because it's about shit, and that's been on my mind lately. It's coming straight at you like diarrhea. Like
I thought I had it once, but it was only gonorrhea. Yeah, I love that fucking line, man. The Old Dirty Bastard has a line in there. I don't, but he says something about you couldn't see me with a pair of bifocals, like the way he. Like all the lyrics are so relatable. Like they talk about like cheese and shit. It's just like, God damn, this is good. It's not hard shit to understand. It's all basic stuff you find around your home or in your life, but it's all so fucking relatable, man. Just great. They came up with a good fucking, like their logo for Wu-Tang. They just came up with a really good business strategy, if you will. They even said, they're like, fuck that. We're not, even one of their lyrics, I think they said, they're like, we're not going to have, they're like, where's your A&R man? So he's up skiing in Colorado. Fuck that shit. What's he know about hip hop? It was like, yeah, fucking A. They were saying, we don't want an AR man. There's no shit about our business. We'll handle it. It's like, and this is fucking 30, 40 years ago when people were, you know, didn't dare take on the music industry. They just wanted a check. You know, they just wanted to get signed. And these guys are like, fuck that shit. We're going to be an industry. So this isn't just a great album. It's a band that just like, no, we're going to fucking do our own thing. And they're still doing it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I remember when I first heard them, I think I was probably 14, maybe 15. I remember where I was. I was in a parking lot at Fred Meyer in Redmond, Oregon, skateboarding. And my friend had a Discman. And we were skateboarding. We used to get kicked off the loading dock all the time, skateboarding on the loading dock in Fred Meyer. And he had his little Discman and his headphones, and he put on that sketch, "Keep on feeding you," that whole thing. And he was just like, "Just listen to this." And my little 14 years was like, "What the fuck? What the fuck is that? That's so scary." And then like we would listen to it on a little boom box and stuff when we were skateboarding at like his house and stuff. And yeah, it's something that, you know, it's like written in, like, no matter if you like listen to mainly hip hop or you listen to rock or metal or punk or whatever, like everyone loves Wu-Tang Clan.
That's the magic they have. Really is. That's the magic they have that just crosses gaps, man. Like there's tons of people out there, we wouldn't even know it, just into Wu-Tang. The funny thing is, that's how I got into it. I was riding around the back of someone's Buick Celebrity. We were going skateboarding spot to spot, getting kicked out of shit. Kid cranked it up. Back when you used to buy a deck, you used to remove the tape deck. and you would buy a fucking CD player, you would buy the aftermarket speakers, so you're driving some old grandma's car, that's what you can afford, but the system is 10 times more expensive than the car, than what you spent on the car. There's 16 kids jammed into it. Like, this is the shit. We drove around these fucking crappy towns in the middle of fucking North Dakota, all over the world, this, you know, but this music, suburban kids playing this shit, scaring the fuck out of their parents and their parents' parents. Fucking great. Just imagine, you know, you're like, oh yeah, let's listen to a little Beatles. And then you pull up next to the kid pulls up next to you, but he's just like, I keep feeding you and so your asshole closed and hit your fucking nuts with a rusty bat. Like, pow! God damn. Hey, Grams, how you doing?
Hanging from a 2-story building by your dick.
I put your nuts on the dresser, just your nuts, and bang them shits with a spike bat. Pow! Who comes up with that shit? Torture, motherfucker. Torture. Like, this is before you can Google anything. Who came up with this shit? And the tie-in with all of the like their whole thing is like they're all into kung fu movies and shit.
Yeah.
Like that to me is just like seeing these guys sitting around getting high, writing rap lyrics, watching fucking kung fu movies. Like, this is fucking awesome. They made a living doing that. The rest of us, like, people are going to college to learn law and shit. And these guys are like, we're just trying not to get shot while we write rap lyrics and get the fuck out of our neighborhood and be successful.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking awesome, man. That's why I like artists so much more. Really, I really do. I respect artists because there's not a lot of college you can do for. You can go to college to inspire your ideas, but you don't go to college to be a fucking hip hop artist. You usually go to college to realize you want to be hip hop and you drop out of college or whatever the fuck happens. So I like people who just can file their shit and end up doing something like that. So love this fucking album. Great band. Glad they're still around.
I'm glad you picked it. I think they're fucking awesome. It's a great album. They're legends is what they are. They're just fucking legends. And it's a great album. So,
absolutely. Yeah. Well, hey, after all the shit we just talked about that record, if you haven't listened to it, do yourselves a favor, check it out, please, so you know what the hell we're talking about. If you don't like hip hop, that's fine, but still, there's some funny shit in there, so give it a listen. Yeah.
Time for the wheel?
Fuck yeah. We do have an announcement to make about the wheel. We mentioned this on the last episode. Alex came up with a really brilliant idea for the empty spaces. So basically, in the empty spots, Alex is going to be, we have a T and the letter A, and no, that's not for tits and ass, because my name isn't Tommy Lee, so we're not fucking perverts. But, okay, we are perverts. But in any case, there's a T and an A on the wheel. One's for Tony, one's for Alex. If it lands on one of our initials, then we have to come up with an album off the fly. On the fly. Something that flies. We got to do that.
Yeah. Just and Tony will have the list.
Yeah. So we'll make sure we're not doubling up or anything.
So with that being said.
Yep. So we still have the list, of course. And with that always being said, if you have a suggestion, you can see how passionate we are about music. Make one. We're here. Just post it on the YouTube video. We'll go over that in a second. All right. On the wheel, we have number 1 spot. We've got 3 from Hell, the movie, and the soundtrack by Rob Zombie. Number 2, we have Wheeler Walker Jr., Sex, Drugs, and Country Music. Number 3 is Alex's spot. Number 4, we have replaced Wu-Tang with God Flesh, a world lit only by fire. Number 5, Offspring's Smash. Number 6 is the Coasters' self-titled album. Number 7, if it lands on that, then I have to come up with something. Number 8, the Melvins, their newest album, Five-Legged Dog. Number 9 is Rammstein's newest album, Zeet. And number 10 is Green Jelly's Bear song with the Dumb and Dumber movie.
Cool. All right.
You beautiful bastard. Spin it.
Let's see what we got for him, Tony.
Oh, come on. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
What is that?
5. Offspring. Smash. Alex is fucking elated. Offspring smash. Well, I remember. I'm gonna buy him the t-shirt. He'll love it. Oh shit. So speaking of the fucking 90s.
Speaking of skateboarding and parking.
Yeah, we're sticking with mid to late 90s successful albums of that era. That's exactly what this is. So that was a suggestion by from one of our top fans, I believe from Danny. So we landed on another one of yours, Danny. Thank you. Can't wait to see how we feel about I still like anyway. Excited to listen to it again. Alex, I know he just can't wait. He's so happy.
This is my
I'm gonna get him tickets the next time they play a fairground. It's gonna be great. Sorry. Anyway.
Thanks for watching and listening to our episode filled with shit and bears. And
that's it.
Like, subscribe, follow, and hope you guys enjoy it. Go, like Tony said earlier, if you want to put a suggestion out of a band, group, or a movie, prefer do music is our sweet taste. We got a sweet tooth for music, and so leave it in the comments of YouTube or drop us a DM on Instagram, Titfu69.
Hell yeah. Thank you for watching. I was overly excited, so hopefully you heard all the crazy shit that came out of my mouth. Just love the album, and I love bears and shit. So great fucking show. All right, we got to go. Alex is going to go see a real comedian. So y'all enjoy the episode, and we'll have another one for you shortly. Like, follow, subscribe, like the man says. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.